very good afternoon, guys. Hello? Anyone here to buy some property today? Then why are you guys here? Okay, en bloc is the most talked about topic today, right? You know, as an agent for the last 15 years, every Chinese New Year, you know, when we gather, people will ask, how is the market? It's a question people will ask. But ever since this year, they don't ask this question anymore. They ask everyone they can see as a property agent, hey, my house can en bloc or not? To the most ridiculous, I was saying, hey, your house just TOP last year, no? And they still want to ask, hey, can en bloc or not? So the en bloc craze is going on pretty high, right, isn't it? Isn't it, guys? Okay, we try again, all right? I think the market have changed. We can see en bloc taking place almost every week, from every month, from every quarter to every month, now to every week. Okay, today, you know, I should share with you my thoughts on why it is important for you. For who? For you to take action when? Next year? Next year? No, now, this year. Of course, why is the reasons I'm going to present to you, right? So, key reasons why you should buy a home now. Okay, so guys, where are we now on the general price trend? Now, after 15 quarters of coming down, we are just on a slight up cycle of about 3 quarters. In case you are thinking you missed the boat, you missed the boat already, you want to wait one more cycle, all right? Where are we? We are just 3 quarters up on a very slight slope. So, AKA, yes, you are safe, okay? So overall, broad-based price recovery, you can see that from here, from 1.3 to first quarter 1.7, you can see some red. Basically, you see some red. Basically, from second quarter 1.7 onwards, third quarter, you don't see red anymore. So there's a general broad-based recovery throughout CCR, RCR, OCR, landed and overall. You can see all price have recovered. I'm sure no need to see slide, you can feel it, right? So, overall condo price compared to the last few up cycle. Last time we were up 100%, 85%. Recently, just for your information to put things on a little bit of perspective, we are up 18%. Just 18%. Meaning if you take 100 minus 18, you still got about a good 80% to go. Is it good enough for you? You know, but anyway, property is never about when you buy. It is always when you sell. Just remember that, right? So for landed, because today we are here on the landed development. So landed upside for the last cycle versus 117%. Currently, landed has went upside of about 13%. So AKA, if you take 117, you minus off 13, you still can catch up about 100%, you know, if you're using statistics from previous week. All right, but of course, market from previous cycle and this cycle are totally different. All right, that is totally different. But these are always good stats for us to take a look at it. The landed, comparing for different region, you can see that from all the way from the core to the outer core to the rest of the core, you can see the rest of core price is catching up to the core. That means now it's time to buy where? Today, you happen to be on the outside core. You see, the price gap between 13 and the green color is a gap, right? It shows it's easier for the yellow to catch up to the green, isn't it? So there's a lot of room for growth. What I'm trying to tell you here is for the green line, which is the outside core, there is a lot of gap for you to catch up. It is not so wise to go into the green line now because it's really catching up with the core center. So for now, this kind of recovery, if we compare back to 2010, can we spot some differences? First, I think importantly, you look at GDP growth. Back then, 2010 is about 14% GDP growth. Now it's about 1.5 to 3.5. It's more realistic, it's more stable. You look at the ease of financing. Now we have the TDSR to stop you guys from purchasing. It makes the market more stable. Importantly, foreign buyers have dropped to 5,333. And importantly, you can see that the speculative rates from holding period of 5.5 years to today 8.5. Overall, this slide is supposed to share with you that today the upside is in a more stable market, much more stable comparing to 2010. So, for the couple of years ago, you can see on the transaction. Transaction means volume. How many houses that we do, every transaction we do a year. You can see ever since cooling measure kicks in 21.3, there is a dip. If you average out, there's about a 24,779 units transactions flat throughout. But ever since 21.3, this is important because you see over here, there is this little hole here. It means to say that there is supposed to be transaction. But ever since 1.3, because of the cooling measures that is artificially enacted by the government to cool the market down, right, has resulted us not being able to meet our transactions, which is 24,779. So this is also AKA called the pent-up demand. Sooner or later, it will happen. If you look at over here, there is a transaction higher than the line, right? And you see, previously, 2008, there is another void. Which is to say, can you see there's a cycle actually? Whatever didn't happen here will eventually happen here. Whatever didn't happen here will eventually happen over here, which is where we are entering into. Okay? And if we put this circle into a close-up, exactly, I tell you exactly how many units are missing. So it's 11,000, 10,000, 8,000, and last year, 21.7, we merely just meet the mark of 24,779. So moving on, this year, 21.8, I'm sure the void will be filled up by the pent-up demand from previous few years because people are not buying, they are holding. Now you can see generally across the base, people are buying. So transactions is definitely going to go up because transaction eventually will push prices up. So when should you buy a property? The good question is, shall we look at all the statistics provided by us and you plug from there? It's easy to say, but it's sometimes difficult. For myself, I believe when is the good time to buy property. The best time to buy property is always last year. Because honestly, who would buy something last year? Everyone would, right? Who would buy something 5 years ago, 10 years ago? 10 years ago is called anyhow buy, anyhow make, right? Right now, 10 years ago. So why did this happen? Because end of the day, buying a property is always a long-term thing. Prices of property will always increase because of certain factor like population. So buying as early as possible is always the key to go. How early? As early as last year, lor. But can you buy last year? It's gone, ma. So the earliest you can buy is when? Today, lor. That is the rationale behind buying property, right? Seriously, right? So again, why should we buy property, especially in Singapore? Well, we can buy across this sea, which is Malaysia, but why would we buy in Singapore? I think today, I don't want to go too much into it, but because we should know why we're here in Singapore. One of the reasons why we should buy now, number one factor, is definitely something that always, this is the most abused image by most property company when they want to deliver a talk, right? Because we know that this thing called white paper. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is white paper? Why is white paper important? Piece of white paper, right? No, it's a piece of paper that the government's chart supply and demand for the future of Singapore. So we all know that Akong 1, 6.9 million population, right? I know, looking at your face, you are telling me today feels like 6.9 million already. Well, I do not know. But on statistics, today it's not 6.9. By 2030, we must have 6.9. Today it's 5.7-ish for your information, according to statistics from government websites. So, are you guys ready for this? Not funny, okay. Hey, relax, you guys, today. I also very kanchong to deliver talk to you. Okay, so if we do the math, it's very simple. I think everyone has seen this before. Current 5.79 million population, moving towards 2030, 6.9 million. 6.9 minus 5.79, short for 1.11 sales target. 1.11 over 12 more years to 2030, we get an average of about 92,500. 92,500 divided by national statistics, 3.5 people per household. We have a pent-up demand of about 26,429 demand. So this is to give you a perspective of roughly what kind of demand is being put in place. One thing great about Singapore, why are we buying in Singapore, is because we know the government takes care of all these sums behind our back. Why? Of course, because they are all the scholars. They're all from the RI and Hwa Chong. So they are very good in their math, So they could do the figures to forecast the future of Singapore. Things don't just happen as it happens. They're all planned. That's Singapore, right? So for 26,429, remember this magic figure, right? You can see there's an overall shrinking demand because, sometimes we still hear people saying, oh, we are oversupplied. So many supplies are coming up. It's better not to take action now. So we just want to show you that are we oversupplied? It is definitely not in any way of the government's point of view to have oversupply going on. They are all calculated. The government either release land to the developer or the developer buy from the en bloc nowadays, right? Why did the en bloc start? It's because GRS have string, right? You can see across the board, this is 1990, there's only 3 over million population. 2016 is about 5.6. Important for this chart is to chart back history. You can see every time there is a population surge, the prices will move. Importantly is to see here, the last high is always lower. The last low is always lower also. So the new benchmark will always be different. So number 3, importantly, we all see GLS is a very important key indicator for all investors because that's where the developer get the land. So today, we can see aggressive land bid, the most aggressive you have ever seen, at least for me in the entire 15 years in real estate. You can see that currently, I just plugged a latest comparison for you. Last year, June, there is a Martin Place land that is GLS is bought to the developer at 1,239 per square foot per plot ratio. At that point, wow, damn high, no. This developer champion or hero no go and buy this GLS, no. 1 year down the road, Jakim Street where Zouk used to be, anyone go Zouk? No? Yes, okay. Zouk is no longer Zouk. Zouk is going to be a housing from now. Jakim GLS went for 1,733. Then everyone started to look at Martin Place. Wow, cheap leh. And then just recently, Cascadian, right, went for 2,377. Then now people look at Jakim Street just a while ago. Wow, cheap leh. So the market will continue to move. Cascadian, if you do a simple 10% profit upside from their break even, we're talking about 3,400 per square foot. Now, the question I put to you is, are you at the same level? Or are you always behind chasing after property because you just didn't want to open up and accept? You can see across the line, it's always 40% higher. There's a difference in all these things. And recently, we know ever since early this year, a couple of mega project launch, right? With prices that most of the people didn't want to accept. But anyway, did they do well? You can see across the board, they did well. These are the prices in Tampines. It's almost about 1,400, 1,500. EC in Anchorville went almost $1,000 per square foot. Twinview just launched. It did very well. 1,500 to some unit as high as 1,600, and people are buying. So the question to you is, ladies and gentlemen, the question for me to you today is, can you accept the new benchmark? Second thing is, of course, I'm telling you, my job is to tell you why must you accept. I mean, can you accept the new benchmark? You may say yes, but do you want to know why must you accept? Very simple. Because Sumang Walk EC is going to be coming out at 1,150 per square foot. This is the reason why you must accept today's pricing. Because it's pretty hard to go back to where you want it to be anymore. I do not know, maybe the next cycle, but how many 10 years do you have for yourself? You can see every time when a GLS is low, the market price is low. When the GLS went up, followed by the price went up. It's been always the case. Recently, GLS has been on a very, very high bidding, right? I mean, these are sentiment from our developer. How are they looking at the bidding? It used to be 4 to 5, 6 bidder. Today is as high as 13 to even 16 bidder. Secondly, look at the bids. Are they neck to neck or are they very far away? As in the first guy who won the bid, sucker, then the rest all very low. No, they are neck to neck. In fact, the government don't need the first one. If the first one didn't make it, the second one make no difference to them. But, you know, saying it goes, well, the bids continue to be aggressive. Trust me, it will continue to be aggressive. Why? Just imagine today you are working for a developer. Your job is to bid land for your boss. And every round, 14, 13, 16 people bid, you are number 2. You're going to go back and tell your boss, I didn't lose, I'm not last, but I'm number 2. No. Number 2 and last, what is the difference? You still don't get the land one. And if it goes every round like that, you will soon be out of a job, no. So generally, I feel psychology-wise, people will be aggressive because they need to put in good bids to win land. Because if not, developers are all listed, right? Blue chips, right? This will affect stock price. It's not just about selling their property. But we don't go too far. And GLS is going to be even more aggressive to come. So after all this, can you accept the new benchmark or not? You say yes, right? We'll see. New benchmark price, if you look across board, for your Serangoon view to your Hougang to your Serangoon North are going to be about 1,005, 1,006. Even moving forward to your Normanton, to your Eunos view, some is going to even touch the $2,000 per square foot base. Woodley, San Roger, all these are going at 2,000, 2,000 odd. And more and more. So en bloc is the topic important for today's talk. So en bloc, what does en bloc turn into? En bloc turn into liquidity, demand, supply, and definitely future price. So GLS and en bloc, what is the difference? GLS, buy already, money goes into the government's pocket, right? To the reserve, right? En bloc, pay already, go to the owner, and then re-churn out into the market, isn't it? So looking at I just want to put some perspective to you. 21.6, first half 21.7, people are supposed to get their money already. How much money are they getting? Plus minus about 6 billion. 6 billion, my friend. 1 billion got 1,000 million. So $6 billion. It's coming into the market. Very simple. Today, if you are sitting here, if you are one of the en bloc winners, congratulations. If you are not, then you must pay attention because these people is coming out to outprice you. Definitely. They're coming out to outprice you. Are they out already? It's a very key indicator. At the moment, today, as of today, not many. There is a window or opportunity. The story goes very simple. When they come out and outprice you, they will make the developer happy, and the developer will increase the price. And they will outprice you in that way. You will be missing the boat if you miss this very important period. And don't forget, $6 billion, people don't buy property cash, right? They take leverage, right? So 6 billion, I mean, not every single cent will be spent into property. You know, I give you saving, buy other investment, buy stocks, buy bond, buy trust. Some people put in the real estate. But that could upside a leverage from the bank to about $15 billion to purchase power. So in 2017, these are the resale and new transaction. It is to say in 21.8, we can probably do the same plus the 15 billion coming in. At this point, the developer is smiling because they are very happy. Okay, which means there's a potential 33% increase in transaction. Remember just now I talked about the cycle of the pent-up demand that is missing? This is where it's going to be. Well, successful en bloc, if you look at the statistics plot into graph, this year I think not updated because recently a few happened, so I think it's about 16 or so en bloc already. Till date, first 3 months is already 5.8 billion versus last year of 8.7 million. Whole year 8.7. Now 1 quarter almost the whole thing already. So these are the combination of firepower coming into the market. How long will this cycle last for en bloc? Just for your information, about 140 projects are still in the queue to go en bloc. How much time do they have? According to statistics, en bloc probably lasts about that two over years. It's been almost a year plus already. A year over already. I think they left about, from statistics, not I say one, 6 to 8 months to go. 100 over project fighting at 6 to 8 months. I think now is 2.5 collective sales every week. I think we probably see higher lah. We'll see more news article about people getting their money. I mean, en bloc will make people homeless, right? And this is a bunch of very unique homeless people who are very rich. They are rich homeless. So they don't stay in the house, right? I mean, come on, just ask yourself, like, if today your house can sell 800,000, become 1.8 million, you will then probably buy things that you like, right? If a bit more, but you like, can, right? All right? So they will outprice you, lor. Cooling measures have been tweaked, right, recently from SSD 4 to 3%. Correct or not? Correct or wrong? Your investor, you all must know, you all know, 3 years, 4 years to 3 years, 4 to 3, no different, ma. Got different, you know. Everything the government do, remember, no. RI and Hua Zhong King one, no. Cannot go wrong one, no. There must be something behind it, no. Cannot be bo liao one, right? So you look at it, why? You can see I throw back the previous slide. 141516, there's a void, ma. Every cycle, how long? Roughly, with these statistics, not I say one, 4 years. So 4 years of cycle since 21/7 fourth quarter, how many quarter used up already? We probably have another good 3 year cycle, right? Correct or not? And if you buy something now, 3 year SSD, right? You'll be in time to offload, right? That 1 year make a big difference, no? So don't say that 1 year, government never give you chance, no? Give you chance already, no? But can you see the chance or not? 1 year, no? It's a lot of things, no? 1 year can make you very rich, no? If you are a true blue property investor, you must be opportunist, no? 1 year can make you very rich, my friend. Okay? So, prices have stabilized over also. 15 quarters of down, 3 quarters of up. This is a very good sign. 3 quarters are up. We are still right at the best sweet spot to be entering into the market. Statistics are important. Besides buying as early as possible, statistics is also important. You don't want to be buying at the highest peak, right? But we will never know when it's the lowest peak, right? If you know, you would have bought 3 quarters ago. Okay? So importantly, the new high is always higher than the last high. The new low is always lower than the last low. This is always true. This is very important. Overall, I have given you a big perspective of the broad-based price in future. From mass market to mid to high to ultra high, current and predicted according to statistics. Over here, I want to show you a chart. You can see there is different district, 19, 26, 27, where we are, and 28. These are non-landed strata title. Okay? You can see that purple color, which is 27, where we are. It is the bottom versus the rest of the friends. What does this mean? it means 27 could probably be a small gold mine for you because the price have not reacted, have not catch up. You don't have to play the big brother to break record. You just need to let them go, you follow. Right? But if you look at strata houses, all right, you can see we compare with the rest. 27 now is green color. It is also still below the other two neighboring colors. Is it good or not? It is a good sign because there is a price gap for you to catch up, which is this is your potential upside, means your potential profit to go. Of course, the market will not stay the same as it is. It will still move up. Now, it is really almost the last call for you to take action. All right? Because 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I knew you wanted to take action. But somehow or other, you didn't. And you regretted it. Today, this market could be jolly well history repeating itself again if you do not want to take action again. Well, I think I've given you some of the quick run-up of my personal point of view in property investment. Myself, I may look slightly junior than you, but I've been long and large in the industry since the age of 22. I've been around this cycle for the last 15 years. Myself, I have about 1,000 agents that's with me, and today I'm with the company to lead almost about 6,000 agents. AKA, I'm trying to say, I do real estate for a living. I eat, sleep, breathe real estate since 22 years old. Every day, I got to provide advice not just to clients, to my 1,000 agents client, to my agents who need advice. So this is something I do for a living. I buy house with clients throughout the day, every day. So it's just some perspective I have that I hope and thought it would be valuable to you to put into use. And I just want you to be the best. I just want you to take action of the market, make the capital upside that you're supposed to make, that you didn't take action a couple of years ago. All right? And if you look at Water Cove, now I just take about 2-3 minutes to run through the project with you. All right? This project, it's very unique. Seriously, it's very unique. It's either you really like it or you won't consider this area at all. It's freehold, most importantly, freehold. Just now, the price chart that I given to you, there's a mixture of 99 and freehold. Freehold definitely win 99, because it's always passed down to your next generation forever, right? So this is a very rare, like what the previous speakers have mentioned, this is very rare, freehold. It's sea fronting. I hope it's sea fronting, right? All right? It's something unique. It's importantly why I like over here, it's the bedrooms are all en suites, 4 bathroom in the all 4 bedrooms. I think this is very convenient. Every unit will face water element. Not everyone likes sea view, right? Just for information, I stay in East Coast sea view. First year when I bought my property, every day I see the sea view. For the last 7 years, I don't see the sea view anymore because we're so busy in our life. Every day I just take the lift to the car park, drive the car out, come back. At night where to see. So not everyone likes the sea view. Eventually, I think the architect for this development has placed every home. Either you can see the pool, the water feature, or the sea, or some water element. Starbuy units still for grab. Not a lot left. Not a lot of units to go. And importantly, for me, myself, 15 years, I have not seen strata house like this project put in so many facilities. This is almost 20 facilities. Usually strata house, there ain't much facilities, right? But this one has a lot of facilities, which your salesperson can, go through with you later. Smart home automation. Canberra MRT is ready just right outside soon. Importantly, I think it's by a reputable developer, Bukit Sembawang, who is, in my point of view, the market leader in landed property. Couple of names you should remember: Luxus Hill, Mimosa Terrace. These are all done by them. They are a market leader in building landed homes. So definitely, the products are for you to, you can have a look at yourself. Importantly, where we are now, I think a couple of good key upside when we buy property, it's not just always about entry price, which is important. We must also see what are the potential upside. Because when there's no upside, the piece of property will not have demand. So demand and supply, you see. So here, we got one Northern Coast Innovation Corridor, which is nearby. We have two regional centers, which is the Seletar Regional Center and the Woodlands Regional Center, which I do not want to go bore you with the details, but these things will bring people, these things will bring jobs closer to home. Today, Singapore is unique. Not everyone go to the capital and work there. Everyone can work different places. So they're going to bring in jobs, can bring in people, which is giving you a demand. All right, so I hope you guys like what you're seeing today. It's a very unique sea-fronting home that you could probably settle in and call this place your home. Just before I end my talk, I think thumbs up for me. Just always remember, today's high is always tomorrow's low. Not literally tomorrow, but you know what I mean, right? Just a story. You know, my mom used to buy HDB flats, $20,000, $30,000. She told me last time, 3 lifetime, the HDB can go 1 million. 3 lifetime, also don't believe. I said, Mom, it went 1 million. Recently, I sold my niece's house for her at Duxton, 1 million, 1.0 something. So don't say it will never happen. Today, I think for this development, it's really even below $900 or $1,000 per square foot, even below $800 per square foot. Is it an opportunity for you to grab? It is really for you to judge. But I think the evidence, the statistics, the sentiments have speak itself for you to take action today. All right? So I hope you guys will take some action for yourself. Remember, the prices will move because Singapore is ever transforming. My name is Kevin. Thank you very much.